So, good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to present a study on large-scale diabetic systematic strategy for diabetic retinopathy screening in a tertiary eye care center. Diabetes mellitus is an epidemic and a major public healthcare
I think the audio is getting
concern globally, and diabetic retinopathy is a potentially blinding but preventive. Diabetic retinopathy affects working age population and is asymptomatic till late stages. Hence, early detection of the disease is required. Reason for screening is high prevalence of undiagnosed diabetes in general population, limited attention in the government programs and infrastructure, lack of awareness about the disease and its complication among people, overall less healthcare checking behavior of the people. So, to screen large number of population, our strategy includes community outreach and hospital-based methods. Community outreach includes diabetes and diabetic retinopathy screening and awareness camps, World Diabetes Day camps, comprehensive cataract and refractive screening camps. Hospital-based method includes telemedicine and direct referrals from diabetes. Diabetes and diabetic retinopathy screening and awareness camps are conducted in collaboration with NGOs where place and
I think your audio is going
managed by NGOs. Here, one team containing one retina specialist, trained healthcare workers, counselors, volunteers from NGOs will go to a remote place and conduct diabetic retinopathy screening camp. Here, referable diabetic retinopathy is to diabetic retinopathy that is moderate NPDR or above with or without diabetic macular edema. Sight-threatening diabetes retinopathy includes proliferative diabetic retinopathy or diabetic macular edema. Here, first patient comes to registration counter where all general information and relevant medical history is entered. Then random blood sugar sampling is done in every patient. In all diabetic patient, retail fundus examination is done. Also, in the patient who are non-diabetic but having RBS values more than 140 mg/% or age more than 40 years, retail fundus examination is done. These are the sample forms which has to be filled for every patient. In this section, all the general information and diabetic history is entered. Any gross abnormality in the entry segment, if present, is entered. All the signs of diabetic retinopathy are marked in this section, and after that, diabetic retinopathy is classified, and it is determined whether that patient is referable or non-referable. Referable patients are referred to main hospital where these patients are given priority. Non-referable patients are given information about diet, complication, and importance of compliance to treatment and regular checkup. On Diabetes Day camps, on the 14th November is considered as a World Diabetes Day. It gives us opportunity to increase the awareness about the diabetes and diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic and diabetic retinopathy. Oh.
Yeah, you can continue and share your screen again. Screen sharing is gone. Or the person has gone out of the Zoom network. Technical team, what has happened? Hello, Mr. Ajay. I think when you have started the recording, the person who was presenting is out of the hall.
No, sir.
Yeah. What has happened? One more thing, till the person joins, are you able to put the timer when the presenter is presenting?
How much time, sir?
Timer.
Yes, sir.
So that the person and even the judges, they know that how much
yes, time. Timer is here.
Yeah. It should be playing along with the presenters, this thing. And now the presenter is gone out. What has happened? Atul Gujrati is not seen. That's Gujarati doctor is not seen. Atul Gujrati.
I think net issue is there, sir.
If he is in waiting, just take him in.
He's logged again. Login again.
Okay.
I click.
And you put the timer on when the person starts, please. Huh? Without saying.
Which time? 8 minutes?
Good morning, sir. Sorry for the interruption, sir. Can I start?
Dr. Atul, how much timing is allotted to you people?
7 minutes, sir.
Okay.
Dear judges,
6 minutes.
presentation time is 6 minutes. Maximum 6 minutes. With
Maximum
2
6 minutes. So you put the timer of 6 minutes only.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. So, continuing, comprehensive cataract and refractive error screening camps. These camps are conducted in rural areas where healthcare facilities are sparse. These camps are focused mainly on cataract and refractive error. Still, patients who are having cataract or known case of diabetes mellitus, patients whose loss of vision which is not correlating with cataract yet, these patients are subjected to RBS measurement and detailed fundus examination by ophthalmologist. If patient has referable diabetic retinopathy, these patients are referred. Coming to telemedicine, vision centers play a crucial role in telemedicine. Here, our hospital have 11 vision centers in rural areas. These vision centers are constantly involved in providing primary eye care to the patients in the rural areas. These here, slit lamp examination, applanation, tonometry, and refraction is done in every patient visiting vision center, whereas blood sugar level measurement, blood pressure measurement, and non-magnetic fundus photography is done in selective patients. These non-magnetic fundus photography is done in patients having RBS value more than 140 milligram percent, or a patient is non-diabetic, or the visual loss is not correlating with cataract. Here, fundus photography is taken. If it is a good quality fundus photograph, it is analyzed by ophthalmologist at main center and is determined whether it is referable or non-referable patient. Poor quality fundus photograph, patients are referred to main center. Direct referral from diabetologists and physicians. They have been referring these patients for diabetic retinopathy screening to our hospital. Coming to results, in the diabetic retinopathy screening camps, total 9,266 patients were screened. Out of it, 44% patient, that is 4,095 patients had diabetes. Out of that, 453 patients had newly diagnosed diabetes mellitus. Among all diabetic patients, total 392 patients had diabetic retinopathy, out of which 148 patients were referable diabetic retinopathy patients. Among all the patients who were referred to main hospital, 82% patients actually visited the hospital. So on World Diabetes Day camps, total 4,166 patients were screened, out of which 1,054 patients were diabetics and 123 patients were having diabetic retinopathy. In comprehensive cataract refractive error screening camps, total more than 80,000 patients were screened, out of which 900 patients had diabetes and 54 patients were diabetic retinopathy patients. Out of all these patients, only patients who were opted for cataract surgery could be screened for diabetes. Also, these camps are for refractive error correction, so significant number of patients were from young age group. Coming to some of the results, diabetic retinopathy screening camps could detect 44% patients as a diabetic patient, whereas diabetes day camps had 25% of diabetic patients. Still, in diabetic retinopathy screening camps, only 9.5% patient were diagnosed at having diabetic retinopathy, whereas diabetic screening camp had 11%, more than 11% patient as diabetic retinopathy. Cataract screening and telemedicine, this strategy could screen a lot of a huge number of patients, but still a small amount of diabetes and diabetic retinopathy could be detected. Whereas referrals, direct referrals for diabetologist, where 100% patients were known case of diabetics, where 67% patients were having diabetic retinopathy. So in total, 1,80,000 and 81,732 patients were screened, out of which 9,524 patients were detected as diabetic patients, and 1,509 patients had diabetic retinopathy. So among all diabetic patients, 15.84% patients were having diabetic retinopathy. Coming to discussion, diabetic retinopathy screening camps has high diabetic retinopathy detection rate, along with outreach to the areas with poor healthcare infrastructure. Follow-up percentage was good, 82%. Diabetes day camps has had more OPD number of patients because increased awareness, and these camps were organized at more accessible places. Comprehensive screening camps were focused on cataract and refractive error. Hence, it dilutes the primary objective of diabetic retinopathy screening. Vision centers were restricted to specific geographic area and rural areas and limited to population, with limited population. Hence, less number of diabetic retinopathy patients could be detected. In above mentioned strategies, diabetic screening was not the primary focus of the service. Out of all patients referred by diabetology, 61% patient had diabetic retinopathy. This
Your time is up. Your time is up. Please sum up.
Okay, so conclusion, diabetic retinopathy screening camps is a most effective strategy in detecting diabetic retinopathy. Also, multimodal approach involving ophthalmologists, physician, and NGOs is required. And also, the local diabetologists, labs, and pharmacology and PSCs need to be involved in the screening process. Thank you. These are my references. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gujrati. Any questions from the judges? Anyone from the judges? If you want to ask something. Please unmute yourself. Dr.
Okay.
Dhanik Chand. Yeah. You are not audible, Dr. Dhanik Chand.
Hello,
Yeah,
am I
please.
audible, sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you use opportunistic diabetic retinopathy screening with along with partnership with government hospitals, PHCs?
So, yes, sir. Few years back, there was a program where all the PHCs here in Tamil Nadu, PHCs will have one on every Wednesday. They'll distribute diabetes medication for free to the patient. So, a lot of diabetic patients used to come on Wednesday. So, few years back, every Wednesday, our team of doctor all the and healthcare professionals used to go to the PHC and screen patients for diabetic retinopathy. So, every PHC was allotted one separate day. And it will take around one cycle used to be like a 30-day cycle to repeat that test at specific PSC. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think Dr. Divya Agarwal should be ready. In between, I'll just conclude with 1 or 2 sentences for this presentation. Dr. Divya Agarwal, you have to be ready. I think IMA headquarters as well as AIOS has been doing this particular mission of diabetic retinopathy prevention in a very nice way at national level. Most of these states are also involved, and this is the mission of all the ophthalmologists, including diabetologists, physicians, and many more doctors across the